3, 2, 1.
The third stage of the Odyssey project, which I'm calling the Tool Shed. But first, go to greenmangaming.com. They're sponsoring this project because they're sponsoring the channel, and this is what we're doing on the channel. Ooh, another day, another enormous rocket takes to the stars. This is Odyssey 4. Now, Odyssey 4... the only reason it's called Odyssey 4 is because it was done after Odyssey 3. However, we can't launch Odyssey 3 until Odyssey 4 is attached to the rocket that we are using for the Odyssey project. Now, Odyssey 4 is more of a utility stage than anything else. There's a lot of docking ports on this thing, as you can see. It's mostly for anything that we might need that's mission specific. A shuttle will go up and attach something to these specific docking ports and we'll take it with us, whether it be a probe, a lander, a rover, whatever it may be, even a satellite, perhaps, maybe something like that, an impactor, or a grabber, or something along those lines. Something that we might need that is very specific for the mission. Now, there is a crew module on board this thing, and it is manned. We have Filden Kerman on board this thing. He is a pilot, and he was actually the first Kerbal on Eve. Interesting stage. It wasn't originally meant to have the crew module, and it also originally wasn't meant to have a narrowband scanner. The idea was to take a narrowband scanner and replace it with the surface scanner, but then the surface scanner requires a polar orbit. So now we have this one, which will give us a lot more range in what the Odyssey rocket will be able to do. Let's get to launching, or at least get to time warping. We need to launch at a specific time, likely when the rocket is on the opposite side of Kerbin. We'll be taking this up even higher than the previous rocket. We'll be going up to 170 kilometers with this one, which is, we're starting to get up to the higher orbits here. We need to finish this up before we get too high. I forget where Celestia 2 orbits at. I think that might be somewhere around 160 or 150. Let's find out. Celestia 2 orbits at 100 kilometers. Our other space station, the Satellite of Love, currently orbiting at an altitude of 200 kilometers. So they're 100 kilometers apart. We need to just sort of keep within that 100 kilometer window, you know? And right now, Odyssey 2, for whatever reason, is labeled as an airplane. And it is also directly over the Kerbal Space Center. I think that's fantastic. Isn't it beautiful? There's so much debris and crap. Look at the moon. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at all the crap we got up there. We also got a couple of other things. Starshot, the Next Generation, debris orbiting in a nice big circle. Explorer T2, Varrock, the captured asteroid. Also, bit of a status update for you all. That one captured asteroid CAS 544, yeah, still there, still orbiting. There's also the failed ELU probe that we did all the way back during that live stream. Yeah, still hanging out. Blah. Okay, so basically, we just need the other ship on the opposite side of Kerbin. Vaguely on the opposite side of Kerbin. Okay, so I've also fixed a number of problems with the previous launch. Monopropellant fuel tank for our main stage. This is going to be on even before we separate the Rhino, which means that the Rhino stage will have RCS control. Hopefully. I don't know. We also have monopropellant here. I loaded these up at less than half to reduce the weight. The Eagle Heavy is a very, very beautiful design. So we're going to bring our orbital altitude up to 170 kilometers, engage the autopilot, and let's just get on this. Alright, give it full RCS control. Just make sure we don't take anything out of these top tanks. This one's struggling a little bit more to gain control of itself. That's a very unsettling view, isn't it? Oh, crap. This is the engineering deck. This is where they'll do their engineering stuff. Look at it go! I think it's gonna be fantastic. What happens if we get rid of its RCS control? It starts going wackos. Okay. You have full permission to maintain RCS control. No. Don't crash, fuckhead. Let's see. Okay. Yep. Revert. I've added a bit more struts to, like 4 new struts to make it a bit more structurally sufficient. 170 kilometers, let's launch. Of course, you'll have full control of RCS throughout the whole damn flight. You stupid fuckhead. Oh my god, you're already spinning. Oh god. Oh no. It seems a lot more stable now, at least. Oh, yes. That's good. That's looking good. Ish. Please don't explode. This is a very important stage. They're all important, but need this one. Okay, it's losing control for some reason. I have an idea. Maybe it's the flat bit at the top. Could definitely be it, actually. Alright. Why don't we go add some aerodynamics? Like, the last two stages were aerodynamic. Actually, let's see what it does. But if it moves over to the red, we abort. That's a given, though. Regaining control slowly. Run. Fucking brake. Spend a lot on these Eagles. We're getting those aerodynamic effects in full. Basically like trying to push a giant flat plate. Not by rolling it either. Alright, it looks like we're stable! Yeah! Stable enough. Stable enough to do this. Fins are away! It's super efficient to get rid of those fins, by the way. Super efficient. Really, really fucking good that we get rid of those fucking things. Fascinating that the fire is just pissing off of the radio antenna right here. Fascinating. Alright, it looks like it can maintain its own course without the aid of RCS thrusters. This is the one remaining available monopropellant tank, and it hasn't used any of it. The stages are getting bigger. This is one of the bigger stages. The other one was light. This one, it's even carrying, there are 8 inline xenon gas containers inside of the truss, structure up here. They're not carrying anything right now, but a shuttle could go up and fuel those. And the idea is that we can, attach, whatever thrust system we desire to this launch system, this mission profile system. Looks like we're not going to need those aerodynamics after all. And we're out of atmo. Beautiful. First burn is in 6 minutes. Get to it, you fucking shit. We might want to turn off those reaction wheels. This particular part of the vessel is an enormous control hub with 2 enormous reaction wheels here and here, and this thing's own reaction wheels. Not to mention another reaction wheel here and another one here. So it acts like an enormous, basically, reaction wheel hub system located roughly in the center of the rocket. Yeah, I said center. The last block is huge. Alright, careful with that RCS. We're starting to... no, we're alright. As long as we don't burn it for the next 6 minutes. Okay, just doing a Twitter poll. Yay. Okay, where do we stand? We are 5 minutes, 8 seconds away from burn. And you're still sipping up that monopropellant juice. I'm not even seeing where the stuff's coming out of. Ideally, what we should do, actually, is ditch the main stage here. Because right now, that, I think, is on course back to Kerbin. Yes, it is. It definitely is. Okay, decouple. It feels a lot more stable now, actually. It's not burning any monopropellant either. It was just this big the main stage of the rocket doesn't have any doesn't have any reaction wheels. Ideally, what we should do is put one right there above the decoupler. Auto warp, hello. Jesus Christ, what are you doing? What is that? Alright, it's an 11-second burn time, so let's get to it. Yes. Alright. That's good. And we burn away from our main stage, which will now fall back to Kerbin, burning up in the atmosphere. Alright. Less space debris, unlike the previous one. Look, there it is. It's just in front of us. And there's some debris from the Solace mission. Huh. Okay. No. No. No more RCS for you. At least I... Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We got 1,000,000 tons of the stuff. You get RCS. Alright. Rendezvous. This is the more interesting part of the mission. And we're gonna set that as the target. Our target is the Odyssey 2. Separation, ooh. That's really close, actually. Okay, so... Rendezvous. Engage. Let's see how fast we can frickin' get an intercept with this. Starting the mission clock at 0, we are 11 minutes and 41 seconds into this particular mission. We shouldn't have to worry about power on this thing. Hidden inside the lander can are a whopping 4 goddamn radioisotope thermoelectric generators. As well as a contingent of fuel cells. And some onboard batteries, which are charged. Note in T-minus 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holy crap, it managed to rotate itself in time. Are we gonna get a goddamn intercept here? Or no, our next maneuver is in about 20 minutes. Whee! It has enough monopropellant to pull this stuff off. Beautiful. This guy will also make up the third crewman on board the fucking ship. I shouldn't say rocket anymore. It is a ship. It is a proper ship. It throttles down massively. But there's still an excessive amount of flame coming out. Okay. Next note is in 40 minutes. Oh my god. But hey, burn time of 3 seconds. Warp? Hello? Okay, there it goes. Okay, thank God. Thought it was broken. It's not broken, it's just being weird. Hey! Hey! Alright. Next note, 19 minutes, which will bring our separation down to pretty much nothing, I think. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. And we're on our way. Again. So how much you want to bet this also needs, fucking, There's no orbital survey data available. Okay, so we need the survey scanner in order to access the curb net. Oh, hey! There it is! We're actually super fucking close to it. There's our beautiful rocket that's coming along beautifully. Alright. Should be able to do it in about one more burn. Alright, that'll take a full minute for us to actually get to our desired distance from the actual ship. And we'll be using the rear docking port as the target. You know, unlike the other stages, this one's got nothing to deploy. Approaching target at 11.3 meters per second. Distance. For some reason, we don't get that heads-up display anymore. Burning. Burning, 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 burning. All right. Stop spinning it. Okay, good. Initiate decoupling. The main module is now on its own, but the good thing about this stage is that it has a brain. and full RCS control. So let's just get ready for a retrograde burn here. Gonna need to do it quickly too, because we don't have a lot of power in that tank. That's prograde. We need to be going retrograde. For some reason, it won't let us burn that way. Or, you know what I mean. Alright, this side should be vaguely retrograde. There it is, vaguely retrograde. Okay. Begin. Beginning deorbit burn of the carrier. Oh, that thing's heavy. Real heavy. Alright, that should be good. Alright. Switch to Odyssey 4, which is for some reason labeled as a lander. I don't know why it's labeled as a lander. Doesn't have any legs, though it does have the lander can, so that might be confusing the game a bit. It's like, what is this thing you're building? I don't understand. Magnets. Is it gonna load? I suppose it is quite a lot of parts at this point that it has to render. We're starting to get up there with the part count. Alright, control from there. That's your target. Prepare for docking autopilot enablance. Monopropellant tanks are coming online. I see it's already been using this stuff. Great. Alright. Autopilot enabled. Force roll to 0 degrees, 90 degrees. Okay, 180 degrees. Doing math in my head. What's the... Oh, we're gonna have enough fuel for this. $270 degrees. That looks good. We're looking good. Lights on. This thing has 4 inflatable airlocks on board as well, in case we need to do anything with this particular rocket ship. It's a ship. All right, we are nearing approach vector. We will cut our horizontal force here in a moment. And it looks like we just did. Alright, at this point, increase our approach speed to 1 meter per second. Oh, God. Now, 1 meter per second is incredibly fast, so once we get relatively close to this thing, we will be putting a 0.1 meters per second to slow it down exponentially. They don't even approach the space station at speeds of this ridiculousness. But you know what else we could do with this particular module? We could open the doors. Yes. All right. Prepare for readjustment. Okay, and readjustment in play. Oh, God. What have I done? What have I done? Well, we time warped straight through the fucking thing. Because I guess I hit the wrong button, but I clicked this and then I hit the point button because we needed to adjust the speed to 0.1. Right, no, that's fine. Let's burn some more fuel. I love that Time Warp just neglects all physics. I'm so glad that's in the game. Coming around to the light side of Kerbin here in a moment. We still haven't burned a lot of fuel. It's still looking quite good for this rocket. It's a ship! It's a ship! This time, adjust approach speeds accordingly. No, no! 0.1 meters per second. You must grab onto the module gently. Then let the magnets do the work. Yes! Good. And now the third piece, it's lined up very nicely, if I do say so myself. And I do say. Alright, let's see. Crossfeed is holding. Alright, let's move these guys around accordingly. Johnny can go to the lab. Our pilot can head up to the bridge. Filled in, up to the bridge. There's the view up there. Oh, oh, man. That is something else. I like that Kerbin is like in the entirety of this window there. Well, it's not anymore, obviously, but... Alright. So we got the third module up here, which is beautiful. A beautiful module. Look at it. You can see the inside. Oh, this is why I wanted it for these for this like little type lab space. It's beautiful. It really is coming along beautifully. And we will be moving on to the final stage next time. And obviously, we have the two antennas, and this bit right here sort of acts as a communications array so that we can, I originally was going to have these 4 dishes, the relay antennas, but I guess just we need a communications hub at this point, because we're going to be moving all around the solar system with this thing. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Come back next time as we graduate to the final stop on this construction project. It's scary. It's the scariest rocket we've ever built. Oh.